might as well.
Come on, keep up.
Then grab it. Grab it. Just teleport up. Here we go.
Wow! Snezhnaya is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Yep, no way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Paimon still has some savings left. Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there, too.
Is that where Snezhnaya is?
And over there is the Snezhnaya Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security. We're not looking for trouble right now.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right?
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnaya, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Because it was Conria. Conria didn't rely on the gods or anything like that, so it was a alchemy-heavy civilization. And the gods destroyed Conria for advancing alchemy to the point where they can challenge the gods, so... The Tsaritsa banned it because she didn't want to catch the eye of the Heavenly Prince, the Shades. They don't want to make the same mistake Conria did.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait. How come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway, that's about it.
Sounds good. Thanks for...
Podvorier restaurant is right this way.
Nice. I just saw a marker for a save point. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. What? There we go. Grab that. Oh yeah. Grab this. Wait, where did we come from? There?
How tiresome.
Was there one here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. You actually tell me how to get it? No. Just straight up climb? No puzzle or anything?
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace.
Wait, what happened to the main mission? Wow. Some world quests are all ready to go there.
I like music. In fact, I've...
That's green horned cow. Ah, yeah, there's a husband for you for Baressa.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next.
No. Recap.
Obviously, the million-more question is, what is this? Sure was, but we won't get to see her anytime soon. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word on the street type of Paimon can't think of a few people who might be able to help us. Right. And when we left Nocry, Snezhnaya specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsas' Gram. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Snezhnaya? But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Snezhnaya. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nocry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha. Come in.
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're, Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Faye as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? That's just because Paimon knows how to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Alright, let's go. That's my room. On the left. Oh, new recipes. Ah, what the hell. Yep. Yep, there it is. Might as well. I'm here already. Dude, I haven't killed it. Like, actually, no. Well, we had the third-person shooter, but we did. I actually did kill something.
How tiresome.
What's this? Savage bears? What? What? Current snowball size 0. Target snow. What? But no. Oh, I'm supposed to roll into a snowball. I see. Did I do it? I think so. What? Ugh. What? Be my chest. Whoa. There we go. Oh man, it's a green
Certainly went
chest?
out of your way for this, didn't you?
Really?
It's all yours. Take a break? Pick up the pace.
Save point. Damn it.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued.
Good grief.
Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with a harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the proper procedure. Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at the present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules. It'll make life easier for both of us.
The lady
Greetings,
walk.
Lady Marionette.
The lady walk.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that she doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need.
Like I said, read between the lines.
All right, then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself. Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class, unlike Nosha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Force me. Take me on a date, damn it.
How tiresome.
Damn it!
That's right.
Come on, keep up.
Safe travels, friend. Wishing you all the best.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace.
Oh, there's one here? Oh. I have no idea. I'll figure that out later.
Take a break?
Wait, what? Why are you on the floor, dude?
Come on, keep up. I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia
Dude!
per se. You
Ice
just
cream?
want information.
Out in the open, in the cold, okay? Now, I am a fan of ice cream at any time of any season, right? Even in winter. But I would never have a popsicle or a slushie out and about, out in the cold. All right, I would only eat it at home.
Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vetcha by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next meeting. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vetcha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded.
Interesting. I wonder if that was always his plan. to actually become the fuel for Natlan's ley lines. And the Tsaritsa knows about it. Remember, what was revealed during the live stream was that the Tsaritsa is the ancestor of all Conarians. And what happened to the Conarians may have pissed her off. So when the captain came to the Tsaritsa holding all those Conarian souls inside of his heart, and he had a plan to reintroduce those souls into the ley lines so they can be reborn, the Tsaritsa gave him the okay to put them into the Natlan ley lines, because they couldn't go into the regular ley lines because the Heavenly Principles wouldn't allow it. But the Natlan ley lines is separate. And so him becoming the fuel for the Natlan ley lines and fulfilling the whole death thing, he also got to introduce the Conarian souls to be reborn. Damn. I wonder if it'd be interesting to know if the Tsaritsa knew about it.
That was his reaction too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade. By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnaya Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken. It plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in a Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are. but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me?
She's jealous now.
Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Not Cry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaitovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
Come on, Lamine, step up.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Podvorye restaurant. Find her room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
Aw, Sandrone. Well. Damn. Wait, I didn't get the teleporter? Go to train? Go to shooting range. Oh. Oh, wait, which way am I going? Where's that teleport? Am I going? Yeah.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Oh god. God, world quest, world quest, world quest! Why can't I skip? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Come on. My god, what the I'll figure it out later.
Pick up the pace.
Wait, is this Paimon? Paimon's not with me. Dude, stop triggering shit, man! Just jump down, honestly.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Odette.
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnaya. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go.
Oh god, fuck, damn it! Wait, I'm Electro? I'm Electro? I'm Electro, what? Maybe let me...
Something's moving.
Why can't I just be, like, my own team?
This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
Really?
Shadow me.
Stay back!
That's it?
Let's begin. Pirouette. Crystalline Adagio.
What? Don't die so fast, man. Is that it? Oh, that will actually go down? Yeah.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move. Together.
Take this! Thunderclap!
Hada. Witness the snow swan's grace.
Lightning slash!
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. She and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
Thank you. Come on, let's go.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It
See,
may
I
be
said-
small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes.
You see when I said before that like it's just gonna be introductions? It's following the same thing, as you can see. It's introduction to Alyosha and then but it was curbed by the third person shooter aspect, so I didn't mind that at all. And now we were introduced to Odette. And now we're on a mission chasing a monster. I gotta say this is a lot better than Lauma's. Like Lauma's like, oh, we met her in the city and talk. There wasn't really much gameplay for Lauma's section, I don't think.
It's lucky we got here when the trapped miners have been successfully evacuated.
Wait, this place... There's something unusual about it.
Oh? Oh!
I don't know.
Those were... You
back?
get the sword?
Estes family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here.
Oh, that's interesting. And Lamine got a sword. Uncovered to future adventures. Interesting. Where's the traveler? A crit weapon too. Damn. level 1 of 20. What? So I don't level it? What? What? Someone stored a bunch of shells? Do I need this? Do I already have one of these? What's this? No, I don't. I don't understand. I don't understand. I thought that she said that Paimon isn't with me. Why is this here? Like... God, oh god, World Quest. What? See, like people, this is so annoying. They place it right next to the interactable. Whoa. Oh, this is the vault. Oh. Oh. Need to get back up top then. Do I just teleport? I thought this all caved in.
Right here. A little amuse boost. Wheel of life. How tiresome.
That's a local legend, I see.
Come on, keep up. A spot of tea time entertainment. Come on out. Emerge. Right here.
Damn.
Rise. Take a break. Come on, keep up. How tiresome. Show them, right now. A dash of go. What a joke. Ha!
2, 3! I got all 3 medals on the first try. Nice.
break?
I have no idea where I'm going.
How tiresome.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm okay. Fine. I'm just going to teleport. Right there.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away.
No need. I killed it.
You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. All right then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady. She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
You have to remember, the Traveler didn't kill Lady Rosalind. It was the Raiden Shodan.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for second-hand swords.
I wonder what that's in a reference to. Am I still in this quest? Act 1, yeah, I'm still in Act 1. Really? Really? Ah. The other side of the plaza.
Come on, Pick up the pace.
Oh, let me down here.
Take a break.
No, damn it! Ah. There's child.
Huh. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo-Laidovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuzha, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, obviously if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Huh? Of course.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuzha. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse her? What does she mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people.
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where she's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone.
You know, I just had a thought. What if Snezhnaya was built on the site of the third descender, her lover? He died here, and the city was built on top of it. That's why he got the sword.